Hello guys, Archer Group Videos, bringing you a review of the Team Associated B5M Lite Buggy. So here's the box right here. RC10 B5M Factory Lite, 1/10 scale, 2-wheel drive, mid-motor, electric, off-road competition buggy kit. So this came as a kit for $279. It's a mid-motor kit because I run on a clay track, so they say mid-motor is better for clay. So I was originally going to go with the B5 rear motor, but I decided to go with the mid. Here's the side of the box. So it's a kit, so you put in your own electronics, if you didn't know that. And then the back shows you how it has a lot of aluminum, which I'll explain later, but it does come with a lot of upgraded parts. Three gear transmission. And here's all the stuff on the back. So here's the buggy. Let's take off the body here. So the stuff that came with the kit, it just has big shocks, and it does have a lot of aluminum. So shocks have a lot of aluminum, the turnbuckles have a lot of aluminum, some metal in the steering has aluminum. And back here, this rear brace has aluminum. So this light kit has a lot of aluminum. And another great thing is on the bottom, the chassis is actually metal. So this is pretty hard to break. You won't be replacing that a lot. So yeah, it comes with three gear transmission, aluminum turnbuckles, upgraded like ball bearings, lightweight like axle. Sorry about that. Camera just fell there. Hold on one second. Alright, so that the camera fell, but here we're back. So I'll go over all the stuff that I have in it on the kit, which I put in my own electronics. So I'll go over that. And also the gears I'm running in the gearbox is a 69 tooth spur and a 31 tooth pinion. And I also have a 35 tooth pinion, so I'll put that in another day and give an update, because that'll make it go faster. But right now the top speed's 25. It's alright for it's a 31 tooth pinion, so probably a couple miles an hour more with the 35. So the radio and receiver. This is a Tactic GTX 300. I did a range test of it in another video, so check that out if you didn't see it. And then the receiver unit here that everything plugs into is on the buggy. Then the tires. These are just regular buggy wheels. They're Proline. I forgot what they're called, but the tires are Proline Electron tires. They can get a little worn out if you run them on pavement a lot, but they're good. They have good traction. So yeah, this is a 12mm hex on the buggy for the wheels. So that's what you have to look for when you buy the rims. So yeah, the chassis, I already said it, but it's aluminum, so that's good. It's pretty strong. This is a 2-wheel drive buggy, as you saw in the beginning of the video. So, and also it uses dog bones, which I didn't like dog bones because I had a previous truck with them and it wasn't that good, but the dog bones on this are very strong, so they're good. So yeah, it comes with a lot of good stuff in the kit. So the A-arms in the front, I noticed they're not like the gull wing like the other buggies. They're flat. So I don't really know what this does for improvement, because I'm not really like a crazy racer, but they are flat A-arms, so it does some kind of improvement there. that's just different from the other Buggy kits. So the servo, I went with the Traxxas servo, which was a very bad idea. It's way too big. It barely fits in there, and this wheel has the servo. It just doesn't fit, so it has a lot of play there. So yeah, don't go with the Traxxas servo and the B5M. It's way too big, because it's a Traxxas 2075 high torque waterproof servo. So that's really not meant for a Buggy. That was a mistake I made. And then the ESC, it's a 45 amp programmable ESC. It's a Hobby Wing Just Stock, or that's what it's called. So it was only $50. That's the reason I chose it. So so far it's been pretty good. It has a fan to cool it down. And yeah, I recommend Velcroing all the stuff down here if you have this kit. So I went with a Traxxas connectors just because most of my products that I have are Traxxas, and I think that works out good. You just have to solder them on. You have to buy the connectors. They're pretty cheap off eBay or wherever you want. So here's the battery I go with. Turnigy Nanotech 4200 mAh 2-cell. It's a good battery. I like it, but it doesn't fit when you have the battery cover that's supposed to connect here to the two nubs here. It doesn't fit with this battery, so all I did was Velcro. So if you Velcro it, you should be good, but just know that the battery strap doesn't fit, and you should use this little foam spacer they give you. So what else? Oh yeah, the motor, the most important part. The motor is a Trinity D3.5 17.5 turn centraless brushless motor. It's a 540 size motor and fits perfectly in here. So Trinity D3.5. It was an expensive motor. It was like $90, but I think it's worth it because it's very powerful. It's a good brushless motor. So yeah, that's about it. That's what I put in my Buggy. So far it's been pretty good. I don't use it at the track that much. We don't go that much, but when we do go, it seems to be good. It's balanced in the air, has good handling on the ground, at least on the clay with these tires. So I think it's a good kit. And another thing, this is my first ever RC kit. So I really think Team Associated did a great job in it. Here's the instruction manual. They give you all the stuff here. Here you fit. There's different sizes, so here you just compare them. It's the exact scale as the real parts. And then here's the manual. So I think Team Associated did a good job because I really had no problems building my first kit. I think it was pretty good. The build went smooth. Not many problems. The hardest thing was the servo, but that was my fault. I put in the wrong servo there. So yeah, don't go with a Traxxas servo. But I think Team Associated did a good job of like making an easy build for fans and buyers of this kit. Alright, so this part of the review is just my driving thoughts, like my thoughts on how it handled the Buggy. So I think on and off the track, it handled pretty good. I drive on like around my house. I drive on pavement and just in my garage, in my driveway. I mean, and then the track it's a clay track. So because mid motor is good for clay, and these tires are made for clay. So at the track it handles really good. It can go over jumps, land smoothly, go through the air like balanced. Everything is good at the track. And also at home, just driving it's a really fun kit to drive anywhere really. Not off-road though. It's not an off-road like. I mean, it's a track. It's called an off-road, but you can't really go on grass like rough rocks and stuff. It's mostly for flat surfaces, but for when you're on flat surfaces, it's great. I mean, I have a Stampede and a Nitro Slash, and this buggy is more fun than both of those to drive on the street. The Stampede's really better, obviously off road, but I mean, this buggy, it's more fun to drive on the street because it just doesn't flip over. You can really do anything with it. You can make really sharp turns. You could drift. You could do anything. It just doesn't really flip over when you're on the ground. So most other like off-road vehicles, like the Slash, the Stampede, like I have, they flip over when you make a little turn. This has great handling, and it really doesn't flip over on the street. So that's about the street. And then yeah, the track. The track, this is really what it's meant for. It's meant for racing. So I haven't raced yet because it's pretty new. I just got it. So hopefully I'll race and get some footage of that, or just practice. But I've been to the track once, and I took like an hour, maybe an hour or two, of driving it on the track, and it handled great on the track because that's really what it's meant for. It was just a practice lap. The only problems I had with this kit on the track was it was really the pinion. I couldn't get the pinion to stay onto the motor shaft. I don't know. So after I put some of the Loctite stuff on it, and that helped it. So it stayed on ever since. So now I have a 35 tooth pinion, and I use that at the track, and it did run a little faster, but not much. So yeah, this kit. If you're just looking for really an on-road buggy, like this is great. I mean, you'll have a lot of fun with this. If you're just driving in the street or at a local track or something, this is good. This is more fun to drive on the street than a lot of other vehicles because it doesn't flip. It handles good too. So that's my driving thoughts on this buggy. For a final sum up of this kit, I would rate it very good because the build went smoothly. It handles good. It races good at the track. It's just pretty fun overall anywhere really on a flat surface. So yeah, I would rate it a pretty good kit. I was deciding between this and the Losi 22 buggy, and I went with this because this is just a new kit, the Lite that came out. So I think this is like 75 grams or something like that, less weight than the previous B5M. So overall, I think it's a good kit with all the electronics I put in it, like the Trinity motor, the Hobby Wing Just Stock, the Tactic receiver and transmitter system, and even the servo. Even it didn't fit, but it's still a good servo. So all those combined with the battery and the tires, plus the kit, for me, I like the kit. Again, it's fun. It's fun to drive on road and at the track. Not off road. If you're looking to bash or just drive off road, this wouldn't be the kit for you because it just can't go on grass or rocks or anything. It's not that extreme, but if you're looking for on road or track, this is a great buggy. So thanks for watching.